Hey guys, welcome back to Semajical Reviews. In light of today being Father's Day, I thought I'd review count them, three fictional dads. Two animated and one live action. So much the same style as I did the fictional mums review back on Mother's Day, which for us here in the UK is in March. So let's get on with our first fictional dad, shall we? And I think this man needs no introduction. He is, of course, Homer Simpson. Father to Bart, Lisa, and Maggie Simpson from the TV show, of course, The Simpsons. Now, he is a shining example of part how not to be a father and part how to be a father. He has his moments of being a good father. These are shown in such episodes as Itchy and Scratchy the movie, when he punishes Bart, however harshly, by forbidding him to see the Itchy and Scratchy movie after he doesn't do as he's asked, and sending him off to military school at Chief Wiggum's suggestion in The Secret War of Lisa Simpson, after he vandalizes the town by lining up or putting together all of the megaphones at Springfield Police Station and shouting testing into them. And examples of him being a bad father, well, a big example of this one comes to mind. He strangles Bart every time Bart annoys him, which most fathers would not do, even if they wanted to, by the way. And there's on numerous occasions, that is. In Lisa the Greek, he uses Lisa to help him gamble on pro football. American football, that is. In Brother from the Same Planet, he abandons Bart after a soccer match, or after soccer practice. Yeah, we call that football in this country because you actually use your foot to play the game. So Bart goes to the bigger brother's company to find someone who will care for him. And then in Barting Over, we learn that he used Bart's money that he'd earned from being put into the baby Sting Breath ads. Instead of putting it away for him when he was old enough to claim it. Until he was old enough to claim it. So yeah, there's right there a few examples of Homer being a bad or good father. We only have one example of that. So how about another example of him being a good father? Through a flashback in Lisa's Sax, we learn that it was Homer who encouraged Lisa's musical talent by buying her the saxophone. Anyway, I think we've said enough about Homer Simpson, so let's move on to our next fictional dad. And this man also needs no introduction either. He's the head of a whole family of wizards. He is, of course, Arthur Weasley, the father of the Weasley clan. That is, of course, Bill, Charlie, Percy, Fred, George, Ron, and Ginny. And throughout all of his appearances in the franchise, we see what a good father he is. He really, really loves his children and tries to do his best for them. And as a surrogate father to Harry, treating him like one of his own. Golden. We see him time and time again being the example of a good father throughout the series. From when he's first introduced to us in the Chamber of Secrets to his final appearance in the Deathly Hallows. And yes, his first interaction in the whole series was asking Fred, George, and Ron how their trip in the flying car went. Although Molly's not supposed to know the car can fly at that point in the book, but yeah, okay. His reaction, though, at first, in the book, did it go alright? I mean, that was very wrong indeed, boys, very wrong of you. And then in the film, it's, did you really? How'd it go? It's like, it's just... And his quirk, really, he loves everything to do with muggles, but doesn't understand how their technology works. It's like, So, are there any instances of him being a bad father? Well, no. We don't want to spend this episode putting fathers down. We want to hype them up. So, our final fictional father we're going to talk about is, of course, another man who by now needs no introduction. He's the father of one of the core quartet in South Park. He is... Randy Marsh. Okay. I couldn't resist doing that. Well, when we first meet him in the show, he's Stan's dad, by the way. When we first meet him in the show, he's introduced to us as the geologist of the town. And that's all we know him as at first. His name isn't even mentioned. And his familial connection to Stan isn't mentioned at this point either. In fact, he's revealed to be Stan's dad in An Elephant Makes Love to a Pig, the 5th episode of the series. And from his first introduction, because he hasn't been characterized as this dumbass maniac yet, is, he appears to be a caring father. Then as the time goes on, he starts morphing into the Randy he is now. But as a father to Stan and Shelley, well, he's a bit of a Yeah, not such a great father, but then he is one of the parents in South Park. That's to be expected. So, even when he tries to do what he thinks is best for his family, he's only doing what's best for himself. I mean, come on, dude. You have 2 kids that need your care and attention. They need your love. You need to be their father instead of your son fathering you. Yeah, you know what I mean. No, Stan doesn't travel back in time and father his own father. That would be weird. So, Randy Marsh as a father, nah, he's not such a great father. I'm sorry, we have to talk about him like this. He's just not. Even in times when when you think you might see a display of him actually being a good father, it's still for his own personal gain. So, my opinion of him is as a father, but as a character, well, he's a funny character. Let's just leave him at that. But we're talking about him just as a father in this episode, so that's it, really. These 3 fictional fathers have their ups, all ups for one of them, not so many downs, and their downs for 2 of them, and still the ups. That sounds a bit strange saying it that way, but there you go. So to all the dads out there, happy Father's Day. I hope you're having a good day. And next time I'll be reviewing Austin Powers. Until then, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and have yourselves a Semajical time.